Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to as well. Today we are working on getting out of a slump, getting motivated, getting back into the grind. If you're new here, hi, my name is Francesca. I make vlogs, hauls, routines, and everything in between. If you like any of that, go ahead and hit subscribe. So I went on a trip not too long ago to see my family, and I really miss them. I miss them a lot. I feel like that's a huge part of my slump. But then afterwards, I did get a little sick, so I've just not been in the mood. Like, I have not been going to the gym. I have not been reading. I have not been doing anything really but watching TV and playing Sims. Like, and if we're honest, that's where it's been. I work. That's a thing too. And so I just wanted to get myself motivated, help you guys get motivated, and get back into things. I am in my car right now, and it looks so dark, but it's literally just like 6 o'clock at night because we are about to go to the gym. I had taken a break from the gym a couple of times. I really haven't been consistent for quite some time. But yeah, we're gonna fix that today. So I'm headed over to the gym. I have my gym clothes on. I need to fix up my bandana to tie up my hair. So we're gonna do that. I think health in general is just very important for your mood, whether it's physical health or mental health. Really, just moving is gonna help with both of those. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to moving. Okay, I didn't do much today because, like I said, I have not been in the gym for a very, very, very long time. So I primarily did cardio. I did the 3312 on the treadmill, did about 15 minutes on the stationary bike, and then I did a little bit of stretching, and then I did work out my arms because I feel like I have a large percentage of Samoan in me, and so I am a little predispositioned to be broad and take on weight here. But I'm very short. Like, I'm 5'2", and my arms are shorter than 5'2", so I'm trying to work all of that out. But honestly, I feel so much better just going to the gym, getting my blood flowing, getting all of those neurotransmitters working. This is a good start to pulling me out of the slump. Now I want to go home and make dinner. I think another big thing when it comes to trying to get out of your slump is eating healthier. And it doesn't even necessarily mean eating a salad, right? But not going to McDonald's or going to Cookout or going to get all that heavy, greasy, fat food. I have been craving a burger. I don't eat beef or pork or seafood. That's a whole story. But I've been craving a burger, and instead of going to one of our local burger places and getting something that's super fatty, super greasy, has a whole lot of extra stuff on it, I'm gonna go home and make a burger myself and make some vegetables because I wouldn't eat vegetables if I ate out, and just try to get myself feeling a little bit better. The person across from me just turned their car on and they're staring directly at me. I got to go. I am out of the shower, and I spent way too long in that shower. I had a little sauna action going on. It was soothing. I have on my satin pajamas and my house shoes. I'm being nice and comfy. But we're gonna make these burgers. So don't eat beef or pork. So I got my butterball ground turkey. I'm gonna take this out, season it, and form it. Before I do, I have a bag of steamed whole green beans. I like to buy the fresh ones sometimes too, but when I'm just trying to get stuff done, this works. I'm gonna put this in a pan. Olive oil, garlic, throw it in the oven. We're doing nice, simple, easy. That's what we're doing. I think a big part of getting back into the groove of things, getting out of your slump, is really finding ways to optimize your time. I've definitely spent a lot of time in the shower, not optimizing my time today, but I'm going to still get my veggies in, but make it quick. When I make this, I use real garlic and fresh green beans, but we're doing what we can right now, save some time. So this is how it's looking. We're going to throw this in the oven shortly, but let's season this burger. Seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, got a whole new container of pepper, sea salt, and then I like to add Cajun seasoning to my burgers. There's this local spot called Emma Keys, and I always get their Cajun burger, and I just like the way it kind of tastes, especially if you have a little cheese, so that's what we're working with. Comment down below how you like your burgers, because this has been a debate in my house. I like my burgers to be a little chunky, like small together, like a big chunk of meat when you bite through. My boyfriend likes for them to be a lot more flat. How do you eat your burgers? Because I imagine burgers as always being chunky unless they're fast food burgers, and I don't know. Welcome back to another video. Excuse the Family Guy in the background. So I am all done cooking. Burgers are not the most aesthetic meal. Like, I'm realizing that now that I'm looking at it, but let me plate this. There's my burgers. The green beans are nice and cooked. And now I'm gonna eat. I was watching Azalea Williams, I forgot her last name. I was watching Azalea Williams' moving vlog. It's really interesting because she's from North Carolina, but she lives in Florida now. So just watching that while I'm cooking, and I'm gonna finish up watching it while I eat. I have a confession to make. Part of this slump has been me not reading at all. I have been reading this book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I'm sorry, my dog is like trying to say hi. But I've been reading this book since September. I got this book right when I came back from Florida. So yeah, I've been reading it for a while. I'm not getting far. I think Aaliyah Simone was reading this book too and then fell into a reading slump. I don't know if it's a book because everyone raves about it and how it's so good. I did read another book in the middle of the time that I was supposed to be reading this, but I just have not read, so we're gonna read a little bit. So I read about 10 or so pages and then I got completely distracted and ended up on my phone. At least I read. So I'm at least out of that slump of not reading. One thing that I did want to work on today, I do have therapy coming up tomorrow, and my assignment for my last therapy session was to make a list of things that bring me joy. And I had not done that yet, so I'm going to work on that real quick. And I feel like, I don't know, when she said that, I was like, that's a long list. But at the same time, I think it is important because the point is to remember those things when you don't necessarily feel joy. And so I'm going to start working on that list of things that bring me joy. Also, peep the Black Panther pin. Isn't that the cutest thing in the world? Make sure that you hit subscribe if you love Black Panther content, because this weekend Black Panther comes out and I'm gonna be doing a whole thing for the premiere, and then we're going to like a whole comic thing the next day. Like it's a whole thing. Hit subscribe if you're that person. Hit subscribe. But also, I really would appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe as well. Just in general, it really does help me out. If you enjoy this type of content, it helps me to know what to keep bringing to you guys. But let's get to this list. I'm not quite finished, but I do have a list of 15 things. I think a big thing for me with my general slump, or when I'm just like in a mood and I need to get back going in the right direction, is really prioritizing my mental health. No, this is not a sponsored ad at all, but I will say that if you are feeling like you need someone extra to talk to, or if you need, help just compartmentalizing feelings, history in life, and just like navigating things in different ways, or dealing with trauma, dealing with family issues that are current and or past, just any of those things, therapy is great. And online therapy is like a blessing to have, to not have to leave your home, to not have to, sit down in a cold like clinical office. But yeah, this is not an ad. But I really liked kind of sitting down and thinking about like what makes me happy, what brings me joy, like those things that like no matter what happens, if there is a bad day, that will just draw me back out. So a few things that I listed, just to name a few, was hearing my mother's voice, the smell and taste of cookies, going on truck rides, warm weather, car washes, and prayer, having a day off, forehead kisses, seeing my dog when I first come home, and hearing old good music. So those were just a few things that I listed. Like I said, I am at 15 things and I'm still gonna keep going, but I just wanted to check in with you guys and kind of talk about the importance of prioritizing your mental health, even if it's not seeing a therapist, even if it's just talking with a friend or journaling, which I am bad at, so bad at. Just having that moment to think about you and not think about work or school or your kids or whatever else you have going on in your life. If only y'all could see the contraption, the sheer contraption I had to put together so that y'all could see me in this bathroom. It's a mess. Anyway, it's getting late, so I wanted to do a little skincare routine with you guys. And yeah, so that's why we're in the bathroom. Don't mind my bonnet in the back. We're gonna put that on when we're done. So I always wash my face. With witch hazel. I just have the Equate brand witch hazel and cotton round. It's been my go-to. I used to wash my face with rubbing alcohol, and I know some of you are like screaming and cringing, but it's what works for me. And yeah, I do have CeraVe Acne Phobing Cleanser. I do use that a lot of times when it's a little hotter outside, or like when I'm in the shower earlier, I used that. I didn't show it, but I did use that. I do that for a little bit more of an oily clean. But with witch hazel, this witch hazel has a certain percentage of alcohol in it. It really just does the trick. I don't really need to do much. The witch hazel keeps my pores clean. It's gentle on the places that it needs to be gentle, aggressive on the places where it needs to be aggressive. It's good. I don't know what's been happening. So North Carolina, first off, we are like living proof of global warming. Today it was a high of 80 degrees. It is November. It's November 7th, I think. It's Monday. So that's crazy. But also, I don't know what's been happening because over the last couple of days, my nose has been so dry. Like, I actually had to go through and put a treatment on my nose, like a skin treatment on my nose, because it's just been peeling. And it's so crazy because it's not cold and it's not super sunny, so I don't know why it's peeling. Today, we're going to go through with all three of The Ordinary series. I absolutely love these. I don't know if you guys can see, but on the side of my face, I have some pretty gnarly looking pimples. They are inflamed. Niacinamide and zinc help with inflammation as well as clearing up pimples. So this is that. I'm going to put just a few drops of that on the side of my cheek. Outside of that, to be honest with you, my face is relatively clear. When I was sick, I did end up wearing mask in and out, and then I do also wear a mask when I get my nails done. So I feel like I've just been wearing a mask a lot lately. That's part of where this is coming from. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the caffeine solution. This is for around the eyes. Let me know down below if you use this, because my caffeine solution had gotten so gross around the side. I cleaned it yesterday, but I just rub this. I don't even drop it. I just rub it underneath my eyes like that, and then I rub it in. I definitely have seen like a decrease in inflammation from this. I have very dark eyes to begin with, and then I have a double hood on my eyes, so my eyes are super dark to begin with. But this has helped with like the puffiness. Last but not least, this is, again, The Ordinary. This is the rosehip seed oil. I am not putting this all over my face. My whole face does not need it. But, like I said, I've been having some dry nose. So I'm going to put it over here. My nose ring is technically healed. But I am giving it an extra month. So November 19th would have been 7 months, I believe, since I've had my nose piercing. So I'm giving it an extra month before I replace it. But I'm trying also not to put too much product around it still. Alright, so those are all 3 of my treatments. Now, I still come back behind with Old Reliable. This is the Skin Success. Promotes even skin. It also really helps with acne. I mean, to be honest, I'm impressed with how clear my skin is, considering, you know, I have longer hair right now, and the hair constantly touches my face. So I'm just going ahead and coming in with that in all of the areas where I don't have the niacinamide or the pressed oil. And I do kind of need for this to go on my nose a little bit, but I don't want to mix everything up. Alright. Skincare. Oh, it's not done. Last but definitely not least, I've been seeing a trend of people discussing like slugging. I don't know where this word came from, but basically it is the act of putting like Vaseline or Aquifer all over your face. And I feel like black kids, probably some other POC kids, your mom would probably been slugging you since you were a child, if that's what we're calling it. I'm not putting all that on my face, but I have been doing that to my lips. I have the Vaseline with healing cocoa butter. First off, like, whoever decided to mix these two was a genius. Smells amazing, feels amazing. I hope they keep it. It says limited edition, but I don't think it's limited. So I, every night, have been just slathering my lips with this Vaseline with cocoa butter. And it has really helped to help me with those dry lips. See, looks like I have super glossy lips, but my lips actually have not been dry since I've been doing that. So that's what we got going on here. And that's pretty much it now for my night routine. Lips slugged, skin moisturized, clean, we good. I have my bonnet, Scotch Bonnets by Danny, because if you do YouTube and you have a bonnet from someone else, what you doing? This bonnet is reversible. This is the same red bonnet that I've been using. I don't know what it is, but I've been feeling the black side a lot more. And considering I'm wearing black satin, might as well come in with the black silk. I think there is a size up from this bonnet, and I definitely need it, but bonnet on, clothes on. So we have went to the gym, got back into that drill, went back to cooking, got back into that drill, got back into reading, moved back through that process. We have worked through our therapy homework, did our skincare routine. I think we're on our slump. I'm smiling. I feel a lot better than I did at the start of this video, and I feel like I am back on track towards all of my healthy habits and routines. So if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a like, give it a subscribe. Again, it really helps me out. The algorithm loves a good subscribe, loves a good like. It helps me to continue to make more content. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope you have had a good rest of your day.